Hello students. Today my topic of discussion is breakdown mechanisms in PN junction diodes. As you know, when a PN junction diode is reverse biased, that is when the P side of the diode is connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source and N side of the diode is connected to the positive terminal of the voltage source, then the diode is in the reverse bias condition. Under such a condition, the depletion region will get widened. That is, the width of the depletion region becomes wider in comparison to the depletion layer widths you have observed under no bias condition and under forward bias condition. Okay. So as the depletion layer width is larger, so for the barrier height will also be very high. That is, the barrier height will also be large. Under the reverse bias condition, the minority carriers flowing through the junction acquire a kinetic energy which increases with the increase in the reverse voltage. So, the width of the depletion region becomes so large that the tunneling mechanism or the tunneling process is just impossible. So far, we can say at a sufficiently high reverse voltage. Just try to imagine that you have applied a reverse voltage which is very high. And under such a high reverse voltage, the kinetic energy of the minority carriers. Which are the minority carriers? The electrons in the p side are the minority carriers and holes in the n side or the n region are the minority carriers. Why they are minority carriers? Because they are small in number, less in number in comparison to the majority carriers. So, the kinetic energy of the minority carriers becomes so large that they can knock out the electrons from the covalent bond. That is, they can break the covalent bond and make some electrons free. Now, as you know, if the number of the electrons actually increases, this will sufficiently or this will certainly increase the amount of the current. And here the current which is flowing in the reverse direction is the IR, reverse current. So, we can say as a result of collision of these electrons with the crystal ions, the liberated electrons in turn, that is the electrons that have become free from the parent atoms, that is after the rupture of the or the breakage of the bonds, they in turn liberate or generate more number of electrons and the current becomes very large, leading to the breakdown of the diode. That is, say for example, due to the breakage of the covalent bonds, say 4 electrons have generated. Now these 4 electrons will further break more number of covalent bonds and sufficiently this will keep on increasing, and this phenomena is called avalanche breakdown. So as you can understand that this avalanche breakdown process is like a multiplication process. So as the multiplication process is much more powerful than addition process, as you know. So obviously there is a term which is called avalanche multiplication. It means there will be a huge number of electron hole pairs. That is, due to this the avalanche breakdown actually occurs. Under a very high reverse voltage, the potential barrier or the barrier height across the PN junction also increases, leading to a very high electric field. An electric field actually works like a force across the junction. The electric field will break some of the covalent bonds of the semiconductor atoms, which leads to a large number of free minority carriers, which suddenly increase the reverse current, and this effect is called Zener effect. The breakdown occurs here at a particular and constant value of the reverse voltage, and it is called the breakdown voltage. Breakdown voltage you also observe in case of the avalanche breakdown. On the other hand, another breakdown mechanism is the Zener breakdown, where there will be a direct rupture of the covalent bonds and there will be no multiplication process. And for the Zener breakdown, you are also observing that the depletion region is much narrow in comparison to the avalanche breakdown. This is the current voltage characteristics of a PN junction diode. Here you can clearly see in the reverse bias condition that the breakdown voltage for the avalanche breakdown is comparatively more than the breakdown voltage for the Zener diode. Let us see some other differences. Here you can see the first point in the left side. The Zener breakdown occurs at junctions which, being heavily doped, have narrow depletion layers, whereas the first point for the avalanche breakdown occurs at junctions which is being lightly doped, have wider depletion layers. Second point, Zener breakdown voltage sets a very strong electric field across the narrow depletion layer, whereas the electric field is not so strong enough to produce Zener breakdown in case of avalanche breakdown. See the third point in the left side. Here, electric field is very strong, that is strong enough to break or rupture the covalent bonds, thereby generating electron hole pairs. So even a very small increase in the reverse voltage is capable of producing large number of current carriers, that is the electron hole pairs. That is why the junction has a very low resistance. This leads to Zener breakdown. Now see the third point in the right side. Here for the avalanche breakdown mechanism, minority carriers collide with semiconductor atoms in the depletion region, which breaks the covalent bonds, and electron hole pairs are generated. Newly generated electron hole pairs, that is the charge carriers, are accelerated by the electric field, high electric field, which results in more collisions and generates avalanche of charge, that is a huge number of electron hole pairs. So we observe avalanche multiplication process for this type of breakdown. Another very important difference which is not mentioned here, that is the temperature coefficient of the breakdown voltage. Avalanche breakdown has a positive temperature coefficient of breakdown voltage. That is, with the increase in temperature, the breakdown voltage for the avalanche breakdown mechanism also increases. Whereas for the Zener breakdown, it has a negative temperature coefficient of the breakdown voltage. That is, with the increase in the temperature, the breakdown voltage for the Zener breakdown mechanism decreases. These are very important points. Remember all this. Thank you.